So this first piece of art we're going to take a look at looks like there's a Skullclamp in the picture. It's not the card Skullclamp, it just looks like there's one in the picture. What we're actually looking at here is probably a really balanced piece of equipment, probably cheap to play, cheap to cast, cheap to equip. It's probably got a minus or plus X effect with a negative effect thrown on the end, so it's like minus X or plus X minus X. But either way, let's take a look at the artwork. So here we have the original artwork. If you look where I've highlighted, we can see that it kind of looks like a 5-pointed stabby thing going to the back of this obvious female Moriak's head, back in the back of the head. And the pictures on the right side of it actually look like they're more detailed images of the Skullclamp in the back. And Moriak and equipment went together anyway, so this isn't too far of a leap of faith. Now this next image goes to portray this arm, which is shown in 3 parts. And if we look at the number 1 box in the lower left hand corner, we can see that whatever's part of this armor, I'm saying it's armor, is not skin deep, it's not super skin deep, it's bone deep. It goes all the way into her bone, hence why I think it's a negative X effect on the end. And if we look at the top of the arm here, we see something else. Now this piece here, I'm just showing you that they do look like they're part of the same body part here. It's not too far of a stretch of the imagination. And whatever it is, it looks like it's a glove or a gauntlet of some kind that extends up the arm. But it's not copied onto the other arm as far as I can tell. So it looks like it might be something just like your basic armor here, but only on one side of the body. So it's going to have a real focus. I think this is the part that is going to be part of the equipment, assuming this is for a piece of equipment. Now this next piece I'm going to show you is Goblin artwork, and it's 3 red men with what appears to be the Great Furnace in the background. Now there's not a whole lot to tell with the card here because there's not a whole lot happening except all these guys being happy about whatever's toppling in the background. Now as far as I can tell, this is the Great Furnace in the background, and there is the red sun behind it, which almost looks like it's giving off a mana flare effect. But off the top of my head, this says Goblins destroying an artifact, and you're probably getting goblins out of the effect. So I'm saying something along the lines of 1 red mana, sorcery speed, sacrifice an artifact, get 3 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. If we look, there's a couple of things happening in the artwork itself. I mean, the goblin that's got his arms all up in the air has got a forked tongue with 3 forks in it, you know. And at the bottom left hand corner next to the goblin's hand, it looks like some monsters in the background there, almost as if they're dancing like it's for an unhinged game or something. But I'm saying it's an artifact effect, involves a sacrifice, and then you get goblins out of it. Now, I might even go so far as to say that it's a mana effect. Sacrifice maybe goblins and an artifact to get mana or some combination thereof. But that's a pretty far leap. Either way, it's a cool piece of artwork, and I can't wait to see what kind of card it is. This was just a real quick video for the week before my Monday video, just in case I don't get one up because of New Year's and all the work I'm going to be doing. So hopefully this guys will hold you over if I'm late. I will be reviewing the dragon, the spider, and the giant battle picture, which I think is like a coalition victory effect, but I don't know yet. So stay tuned for this week's episode, and this is just your bonus.